I be on a mission to get alone time to listen to the birds and just chill. Like this morning, I have received this upload, download, whatever you want to call it, and it went something like people tend to seek advice outside of themselves, and I always tell them to go within and get back to self. A lot of people don't understand that. What is it to go within yourself? To have, just like this, quiet moments. Listening to your surroundings, listening to nature, feeling whatever little bit of breeze comes through, feeling a little bit of sunlight, or a lot of sunlight, depending how your body, your temple, your physical being perceives it, or how much it can take. The Finchies. The gossip is real. But yeah, like I was angry this morning because people seek advice, and I was one of those who seek advice from outside of myself. Like, yo, this, that, and the third. And then when I found myself in that lonely space, in that depressive state, in that dark space, in those spaces where no one else understood, understood, or overstood, even though people say they did, in those spaces, in those moments, when I was in my pit, I learned not to seek answers outside of myself. And it helped me heal so much and tremendously. Because in those dark spaces, in those dark moments, in that rage, in that fear, in that anger, in that depression, in all of it, get out of here, you fucking monitoring spirit. Be just sitting there, the damn fly. Coño. Que la gente sí que joden. But yeah. Yeah. This is why I need my alone time, my space. And I ain't afraid to show it. Those who don't understand me, they're gonna find it weird. They're gonna be like, esta está loca. I've heard that all my life. But I is not. I am not. I am connected with all. Once you start going through those dark spaces, you start to realize that everything outside yourself, everything you hear, everything someone tells you, you tend to analyze it sometimes as an air sign. I tend to analyze everything and try to figure out the best direction I should go in, or how I should handle a situation before I speak, before I act, before I make any moves. Because see, what helps me is being private. And I'm sharing this today because there's many people who are seeking help, or seeking guidance, or seeking that wisdom. Wow, how did you get to this place? I've always been strong. I've heard it many times. You're a strong person. You're a strong woman. Like, you figure it out. You have no choice. That was the message this morning. You have no choice but to figure it out. You get into positions where you have to figure it out. If you continue to see obstacles, the same paths, the same drama, the same heartache, the same physicalities, the same tendencies, the same habits, the same picture that you have seen in your past, relationships, situationships, colleagues, family, friends, foes. You have to sit there and ask yourself, why do I continue to go through this? Why am I sitting here? What is it that I have to learn in order for me to overcome this obstacle, to get out of this bad pattern? That was the message. I tend to ramble because I just watch nature. There was no breeze, and I know that I am guided. That's why I have to sit in nature to ground myself. And what is grounding? Grounding is being self, is coming back home to self, is getting connected with your surroundings, with nature, and having those private moments in the midst of your dark moments, in the midst of the anger, in the midst of the rage, no matter who's looking at you, no matter who's watching you, no matter who's speaking about you, because who gives a fuck? They're going to think what they want to think, they're going to say what they're going to say, but whose journey is this? Theirs or yours? You have to make the choice, and you have to figure it out. Life's journey, everyone individual, is for you individually. And nobody can hold your hand. No one's coming out of the sky to say, come, I'm going to help you. Because there's always an ulterior motive behind that. I'm going to help you. And a lot of people, places, and things don't want the best for you. That was the message. I hope this resonated with someone, and I hope it helped. Don't forget to engage from the bottom up, top to bottom, whatever it is. And I hope we can have a chat. Latest.